Okay, I've got us streaming live on YouTube, and I think I'll just let, well, we'll see what they want to do first. Here. Okay.
Good afternoon. Court will resume hearing cause numbers 5621 and 5832, the state of Texas versus Kenneth Marshall Brooks. We are on the punishment phase of this adjudication hearing. Ms. Anchondo, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Recall Audrey Contreras.
Yes.
And Judge, I'd like to admit all of the evidence from the case in chief into the punishment phase.
Okay, states exhibits 1 through 4 are admitted in both 5621 and 5832.
And then also the testimony that was heard by the court as well.
That is admitted.
Can you state your full name again?
Audrey Contreras.
And Ms. Contreras, as far as Mr. Brooks his probation eligibility, is it the opinion of the probation department that he is no longer a suitable candidate for probation?
That is correct.
And as we discussed before, is that partly because he was already on probation once when he picked up this other case and was sent to Safe P in both cause numbers?
Yes.
As far as the resources that are available and really your experience with Safe P, is there going to be another avenue that is appropriate for Mr. Brooks to take as far as rehabilitating him?
No.
And Safe P is the most intensive treatment program really offered through the state or outside of state resources. Is that right? Because it's a confined lockdown facility.
Yes.
And so are you asking the court to revoke the community supervision of Mr. Brooks in both cases, adjudicate him guilty, and then sentence him to TDC?
Yes.
Judge, I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Seeloff?
No questions.
Right. Ms. Contreras, you may be excused. However, Ms. Anchondo may want you to stay. Is that correct, Ms. Anchondo?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Contreras, if you don't mind, if you could stay for the remainder of the hearing.
Yes.
Ms. Anchondo, you may call your next witness.
I have no other witnesses, Judge.
All right. Mr. Seeloff, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, please proceed.
Mr. Brooks, you can sit up there. Mr. Brooks, I want to make sure that the court reporter can hear you. Can you hear me right now?
Yes,
Okay. Mr. Brooks, you've been through this adjudication hearing. You admitted earlier that you violated some terms of probation. Is that correct?
correct.
Are you trying to admit the mistakes you committed while on probation?
Yes,
Have you tried to treat your drug problem?
yes,
Do you believe that there are still avenues open to you to treat your drug problem?
absolutely.
What would those be?
Treatment, abstaining from it. Also, I mean, I
I
believe-
can't hear you.
I can't hear
Mr.
Mr. Seeloff.
You need to face the screen.
I believe that there are, I mean, there's with treatment and with good support, that I can beat my addiction and that there is still a chance for me, you know, for my recovery.
Do you believe that you were given a normal safe P as to what others would have had in a non-COVID environment?
No,
And why? And you've already talked about that previously in your testimony.
correct.
Is that correct? Have you been admitted to any other treatment facilities?
Yes.
What would those be?
There's the Dallas Clinical Detox in Dallas, Texas.
Okay,
And
you said the detox center in Dallas, Texas, is that correct?
correct.
Mr. Brooks, I just want you to stay there, okay? And I've already sent these exhibits to the district attorney in the court. Do you recognize
Yes.
this? What is that email purporting?
That is the email from the Advanced Detox in Dallas, for my admission.
Okay. Your Honor, defense would like to admit this email as defense exhibit number 1 that the director for Mr. Brooks.
Mr.
Mr.
Seeloff, I'm trying to pull it up. Let's see if did you send it to the 69 Judicial District Court email?
I did, Your Honor. It's an email. It says on the exhibit, email from Tina, and it's at the very bottom of the email.
Right, just a minute. My computer is very slow. I apologize. My court administrator is printing that out. I can't get my email to open.
Okay. There's also another email, Your Honor. An acceptance letter and an acceptance at the bottom of an email. So there's 2 documents.
This is the letter to whom it may concern from Brazos Recovery Services.
That's one of them, yes, Your Honor.
And then there's one from Tina Young.
At the very bottom of it, that's what I forwarded to Tina Young. It says advanced
Oh,
detox.
from Greg Arnold.
Yes,
Miss Anchondo, do you have any objection to admitting these?
No objections, no objection to the Brazos County. I object partially to the email with the advanced detox. I object to anything being admitted that isn't from Greg Arnold. So the email from Sally's office, well, actually that can stay, but the email from Tina to Sally's office, I object to that. It's hearsay, not relevant.
for the purposes of right now, I don't mind that, Your Honor.
And I will admit as Defense Exhibit 1, a letter from Brazos Recovery Services, and as Defense Exhibit 2, just the portion of an email from Greg Arnold to Sally Law Firm regarding Kenneth Brook.
Okay. Now, Mr. Brooks, you were admitted to the Advanced Detox Center, is that correct?
Correct.
And when did you try to look for treatment facilities?
I've been trying. I mean,
When did you start? Was this before your court appearance on March 8th?
Yes,
Okay. And on the date here, it says Tuesday, March 7th. I'm going to show you this.
okay.
We were on Tuesday, March 7th. So did you try to do this before your court appearance?
Yes,
But then I want to bring up Exhibit 1, the Brazos recovery. Now that was done after the March 8th court appearance, is that correct?
yes.
Okay. Why did you try to go for this one as well?
Honestly, it's a two-part thing. The Brazos had accepted me into their facility.
You need to speak up,
Oh,
Mr. Brooks.
the Brazos had accepted me as a patient, but before I go to them, they recommend that I go to the detox. So therefore, the detox was the one who got a hold of me first and told me that I was accepted in, and and sent that letter.
So for this Brazos Center, you can stay longer than 45 days, is that correct?
Yes, it's long term.
And it looks like there's a 12-step program as well, is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes,
And would you be staying at this Brazos facility?
yes.
Where is this located?
Morgan, Texas.
Okay. But you would try to go to both of these
Correct.
treatment programs?
Yes. Well, Brazos is the way they have it set up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that, I didn't hear that.
Say that one more time.
The way that Brazos has it set up is I go to the detox for a portion of time, and then they transfer me over to the Brazos.
Would you be allowed to leave until you completed the program?
No,
Mr. Brooks, you already admitted some violations of probation, correct?
correct.
What's the difference between then and now?
The treatment and my support system, my mother and my stepdad, my fiance, they're supporting me and knowing that I can do this and I have the want and the desire, not that I didn't in the past. It just, now there's a lot going on in my life with my HIV, with that I know that I have the want and the desire and I really want sobriety and
Have you been trying to get sobriety
yes,
throughout your probation?
yes,
And do you need to help your family members at your house as well?
yes.
How so?
My dad is on hospice. He's got cancer and is not doing too well. So I help take care of him, I do all the things around the house that he would normally do. I help my mother with him as far as like moving him around, the things that she can't do, with lifting and helping take care of him.
Okay, and then. Do you believe your mother would be a good role model for you on probation?
Absolutely.
Are you, if the judge grants it, would you have any other violations on probation?
No. No,
And what are you asking for today?
I'm asking for the court to see that I'm trying and allow me to go into this treatment and the chance to prove that I can do it, and that I'm not a bad person. I'm not a menace. I'm not out here committing, all these offenses and hurting people. I'm a good person, and I deserve another chance.
Okay. But you accept whatever the court does today?
Yes.
Judge, I have no further questions.
Ms. Anchondo, do you have any questions?
I do, Judge. When did you reach out to Advanced Detox?
That was back in February.
February of 2023?
Correct.
Okay, and when did you reach out to Brazos?
It was actually, what it was is I'm on Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance. So I contacted my insurance company and to see what kind of coverage I could have or they would cover. They got me in contact with different treatment facilities. My case manager on my insurance had given me Brazos information. I contacted them. They told me they were going to see what they could do to get me in there. And then I was contacted by the Advanced Detox, letting me know that Brazos had accepted me in, and that I would be going to them first for the detox and then being transferred over to the Brazos.
Okay, so when did you start this process?
It was in
February of 2023?
Correct.
Okay. And at that point, you knew you had court March 8th, right?
Yes.
So it's just a coincidence that Advanced Detox reached out to you or your attorney the day before the court hearing?
No, they'd reached out before, but it was as far as like getting documentation.
Well, it's not documentation. It's just they sent an email to your lawyer March 7th, which is the day before the court hearing at 2:00 in the afternoon, right?
Correct.
Did you ever speak to Greg Arnold?
Yes.
So he's got your name misspelled, right?
Okay. I'm not aware of
Did you
that.
notice that?
I didn't.
Did somebody else draft this email for you?
No.
Because it says, I am the director of admissions for, and that's one word. Advanced is not capitalized. And then Greenville Avenue, Greenville is misspelled. Did you notice that?
No.
Okay. And then in the Brazos facility, you're saying that you can't leave these facilities until you've successfully completed them? Is that what you just testified to?
Correct.
So it's a lockdown facility?
Basically.
It's a jail, like Safe P?
I don't know.
You're telling me that you can't just walk out the door if you want to at Advanced Detox or Brazos.
Yes,
These are private recovery facilities,
yes.
and they're gonna do what if you try to leave?
I mean, they would be in contact with courts and let them know. I mean, I would be, there would be a punishment to it. There would be, I mean, they would,
But they're not part of the court system. You're choosing these facilities. Right?
right. I'm just trying to get help. I'm just trying to get treatment for my addiction.
Well, Mr. Brooks, you're saying that you're not going to be able to leave until you complete the program, but that's not true. Right?
But it is true. I mean, if
They're not going to hold you down and lock you up in these facilities to make sure that you complete them, is my point.
correct.
Okay. And then the Brazos recovery, let me pull that up real quick. That letter comes after you had court on the 8th, right?
Yes,
Okay, so, and that's also a coincidence that you didn't get accepted to that program until after your court date on the 8th, but before your court date today.
I mean, it takes a little bit to get the documentation. I mean, I was in contact with them well before, but I mean, as far as getting documentation for, you know, it
You didn't initiate this contact though until February. Your case manager didn't, right?
correct.
And this insurance that you have, is that through JBS,
No, it's through the state,
through the state?
correct.
Okay, and how long have you had this insurance?
For a while, over a year.
Over a year? Okay, so just to backtrack, you had your issues, well, not to go all the way back, but in September of last year, you have your compliance hearing or non-compliance hearing with the judge. You remember that?
Yes,
And she said, if you don't get in compliance, then there's going to be action taking, right?
correct.
Then after that, in October, you admit to using methamphetamine, right?
Okay,
So in September, you are already not in compliance with probation. The very next month after the compliance hearing, you're still using, that's fair to say, right?
correct.
But you wait until February to reach out the month before your court hearing to get into a rehab facility, right?
Okay,
For insurance that you had for well over a year, according to you. Right?
okay. Yes, ma'am.
So can you see where it looks like, to me at least, that you're just trying to stall or delay going to prison?
No, ma'am, I'm not trying to stall. I'm trying to get treatment for my addiction.
But
I'm
you
trying-
didn't do that when you were already having issues on probation.
Ma'am, there were more things going on. There was, you know, I'm trying to take care of my dad. I'm trying to help out, you know, where I can with my family.
But that's going on now, isn't it?
It's ongoing, yes,
Yes. So that's still an issue today, but you still reached out to these rehab facilities. Right?
correct.
Okay. And you would agree with me that putting you on probation in the second cause number, when you were already on felony probation on the first cause number, that was your second chance, right?
Okay,
You would agree with that?
here's my second chance.
You don't consider that a second chance when they put you back on felony probation?
Okay, yes, yes.
Okay, the advanced Dallas, Judge, can I have just a second?
Yes.
Okay, so in 5832, you were already on probation when you picked up that controlled substance case. You were already on probation for possession of a prohibited substance in a correctional facility, right?
Yes,
Then you went to Safe which is a lockdown facility, right?
correct.
And that was back in 2019 and into 2020. And that wasn't helping you get successful, right?
No, I mean, no, it didn't.
So, and you feel it's because you simply didn't get the normal Safe experience.
Correct.
Had you been to Safe before?
No,
Okay. But you weren't allowed to come and go as you please, right?
no,
Okay. This Advanced Dallas Healthcare is a concierge hospital. Is that fair to say?
I'm not sure what that,
Well, they don't have any mention of rehabilitation services.
they're a detox center.
Okay. And so I guess, Mr. Brooks, how many chances, in your opinion, are you supposed to get?
I mean, as many as it, I mean, I don't, as many as it takes, if it, I mean, as long as it sets in, I mean, like, I wouldn't limit it to a certain number, or say, you know, say that a person that I don't deserve, you know, as many chances as it takes. I mean, how, I know that I've got a stable support, a stable house.
But the stable support system has been your support system the whole time, right? This Colton is the same boyfriend that you had when you had issues in Hutchinson County, right?
He was my boyfriend at that time, yes.
And the argument was with him when you later ate the meth rock, right?
Yes,
Your mom has always been there as a housing possibility, right?
yes,
Okay. You had a brother that was going to come get you when you were in either Ector or Andrews County, right?
yes,
So the support system has been the support system since essentially you've been on probation, right?
correct.
And then you talked about now your HIV medication. You never gave that to probation, did you? The issues that you were having with that?
Issues, what do you mean?
You never notified them that this was a problem for you, did you?
The HIV?
Right.
Yes, I notified them that I was HIV positive.
I want to go through the criminal history that you have, Mr. Brooks. And some of these we may have already covered. In cause number 27993, you were convicted of theft of property in December 1st of 2016. Is that right?
Correct,
You were convicted of failure to identify March 8th of 2018 in cause number 28999. Is that right?
correct,
You were convicted of theft of property January 9th of 2014 and cause number 26405 in this county. Is that right?
correct,
You were convicted of theft of property October 24th of 2018 and cause number 29437, is that right?
Correct.
You were convicted of criminal trespass November 12th, 2019 and cause number 30315, is that right?
Correct.
And in that criminal trespass case, that was a different victim than what we've alleged today, a Jennifer Robbins, correct?
Correct.
You're convicted of driving with a license invalid October 24th of 2018 and cause number 29199 pending in this county, is that right?
Correct.
Convicted of bail jumping and failure to appear December 1st of 2016 and cause number 28295 pending in this county, is that right?
Correct.
Convicted of theft of property January 20th of 2011 and cause number 24406 pending in this county, is that right?
Correct.
Convicted of possession of marijuana September 17th of 2013 and cause number 26323, is that right?
Correct.
Convicted of bail jumping and failure to appear on September 8th, 2015 and cause number 27414 pending in this county, is that right?
Correct.
And then in Parker County, you were convicted of, let's see, theft of property there as well. Let me get to it. Convicted of theft of property. It looks like that was March 9th of 2009 in the county court at law number 2 of Parker County, is that right?
Correct.
And in that case, you were put on probation, actually in a number of these cases. But Parker County, we've got the judgment where they actually sent us that you were discharged from community supervision because you had not satisfactorily completed the terms and conditions of probation. Is that right?
I don't recall. I'm not sure.
Do you remember ever successfully completing probation?
Yes.
Judge, I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Seeloff?
Briefly. Mr. Brooks, were a large majority of those offenses committed before you were placed on felony probation?
Yes.
How? Okay. And I want you to briefly state, what's the difference between when you were first placed on probation to now?
Well, then, there's a lot of difference.
Very briefly.
My mindset, the support system, I mean, like,
How's the support system different?
now it's, I'm not out there doing, the support system stronger and more there because before the support system was there, but I wasn't actively playing a role in my recovery, playing a role, before it was.
Okay. Did you have any family support system in Midland or Odessa?
I mean, long distance, but no, I mean,
Okay, so your mom was not there in Midland or Odessa,
No,
correct?
no.
Okay. Now, if given the opportunity, where would you like to stay? In Moore County?
with my parents,
Okay. And would you be living at their house?
yes,
And would you follow all the rules of probation if given the opportunity?
yes,
Would your family hold you accountable?
absolutely,
Are they aware that you're on probation?
yes,
Is your fiance aware that you're on probation?
yes,
Are they here today?
yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Anything further, Ms. Anchondo?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Brooks, do you remember attending Christian Farms while you were on misdemeanor probation out of this county in 2014?
Yes,
Then do you remember being revoked from that same probation for lack of successfully completing it?
I completed my recovery.
I'm not asking if you completed the recovery. I'm saying later you were revoked in 2015. Is that correct?
Correct, I think.
Judge, I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Seeloff?
No further questions for Mr. Brooks.
All right, Mr. Brooks, you may be excused as a witness. Mr. Seeloff, do you have any other witnesses?
Yes, briefly, Ms. Hardwick, Your Honor.
Ms. Hardwick, I'll remind you that you're still under oath.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to talk
Yes,
pretty loudly in this microphone so the court reporter can hear you, okay?
okay,
So just go ahead and scoot up a little bit.
oh. They could,
Yep,
they can see.
you're gonna have to speak loud, okay?
Okay,
Ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
Nelda Hardwick,
And are you Kenneth Brooks' mother?
yes,
Are you aware that he's on probation? Do you remember when he was initially placed on probation? In 2019?
yes.
What's the difference between 2019 and 2023 in your own words?
Personally, I think the difference is, he was just young and gullible and just wouldn't listen, and then he did learn while he was there in Odessa, and he was doing fantastic. And then when everything messed up, and then he didn't have a place to stay, and then his mind, I blame it on the addiction. Of course, he was lost, he had no place to go, and then he was raped and beat up, and they just ate on him, and he just continued to. When he first came, he felt worthless, like as a failure. And of course, I assured him, you're not a failure. Things happen, we can't explain, but you can pull up from this, and you can be a better person and beat the devil down, because
Okay.
he is good.
So how long has he been living with you?
He's been with me off and on for a year, and his fiance.
Okay, so is he living with you as of today?
Yes,
Does he provide a net positive or a net negative living with you?
very much positive.
What does he do around the house?
He helps me with everything that my husband cannot do. My husband's on hospice. He's very ill. He can't lift. And then when my husband falls, he has to help me because my husband stays in the tub. So he helps me get him in and out of the tub. And he just does things that my husband is not able to do, as you know, as far as the yard, the house.
Okay, so you were here during the hearing, is that correct?
Yes,
You heard some of the violations Mr. Brooks committed.
yes,
Would you help Mr. Brooks in ensuring that he follows the rules of probation?
yes. I'll probably be meaner than probation.
Okay. Do you believe he can complete it?
Yes, I do.
And do you believe he can, would he be able to get a job?
Yes, once he has treatment for his HIV.
Is there anything else briefly you would like to state to the court?
I would just like to state that he is a very good young man. He's gotten off on the bad side of life, but he wants the good. And I believe that Jesus Christ is our guide, and he's leading him to better things in life.
Okay.
And I would like to help him with that.
Judge, I have no further questions.
You have any questions, Miss Anchondo?
I do, Judge. Ms. Hardwick, how old is Kenneth?
37, am I correct? 38.
38. Okay, so in 2018, he was still in his 30s, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's, I mean, a 30-year-old isn't young and gullible, are they?
Well, it depends.
I mean, he's had, you heard me read off the convictions that he has, right?
Yes,
He started out as a misdemeanor offender. Is that fair to say?
yes, ma'am.
And that was when he was in his 20s, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then now in his 30s, he's now on felony probation for 2 different cases, right?
Yes,
And so his offenses are getting worse, not better. Right?
seems yes.
Okay. And it's your testimony that when he's under your supervision, that he's going to do much better. Is that fair to say?
Yes, ma'am.
But he's been under living with you off and on for, you said, about a year.
Yes, ma'am.
And in that time, in the year's time, with today's March 28th, he's been arrested for criminal trespass, falsification of drug test results. He's admitted to using meth on 2 separate occasions and marijuana. And that's been over a year's, within the last year. You're aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I-
Did you know that he was using meth?
Well, I was under the understanding that he was done. He wasn't using no ma'am.
Okay. So it's fair to say he's doing and behaving in a way that you just simply, you can't monitor him all the time, right?
Correct.
Do you know how many treatment facilities he's been to?
One?
Well, he's been to Christian Farms, to Safe P, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're aware that he's been on probation multiple times,
Yes, ma'am.
and that he has not always successfully completed it?
Of course, myself, because he, like you said, he is in his 30s. He hasn't lived with me all these years. I
But,
mean, what?
but that's not my question. My question is, you're aware that he's been on probation before and been given chances, but he doesn't always successfully complete.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And then in your opinion, how many chances is one person supposed to get?
As many as it takes. I'm not sure how to answer that question. As far as addiction, addiction is hard. And it's hard for people to get. And
Okay, so you just believe that there's an infinite number of chances somebody should get if they've got a drug problem.
I suppose. I mean, I know that he doesn't need to be.
That answers my question. I'll
Okay.
pass the witness, Judge.
Anything further, Mr. Seelog?
Briefly, Ms. Hardwick, do you have any illegal drugs at your house?
No,
If you saw Mr. Brooks have methamphetamine, hypothetically, would you report it to the police?
immediately after
Okay.
I whipped him.
What is the difference between the beginning of probation, his felony probation, to now? Very briefly. He's living with you, right?
Yes,
And you're aware of the probation rules now.
yes,
And do you believe he can successfully complete them
yes,
with help from family?
yes.
Judge, I have no further questions.
Anything further, Miss Anchondo?
No, Judge.
Ms. Hardwick, you may be excused. Mr. Seeloff, do you have any additional witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanchondo, any further witnesses?
No, Judge, we rest.
Does the defense rest?
Just closing remarks, Your Honor.
Right. Ms. Sanchondo, would you like to make a closing remark?
Yes, Judge. It's the state's position that Mr. Brooks has been given a number of chances before even being placed on probation. In the first case, 5621, I don't know how many chances we're supposed to give somebody in his late 30s who just doesn't seem to be learning. He was already given the second chance through this court when he was violated his probation the first time, and then he was allowed to attend Safe P in both of these cases. That was the second chance. Mr. Brooks is ripe with excuses. Nothing is his fault. He has the same support system that he claims is going to make things different this time. I don't believe that it will. I have no doubt that his mom wants to help him, but he was doing all kinds of things in violation of probation while he was under her quote unquote supervision the first time. And really, somebody that's 38 years old, their mom shouldn't be watching them like this anymore. I have some questions about that letter that the admissions facility sent. It doesn't look legitimate to me with the number of typos and errors that are in it, including the city that it's located in. We haven't heard from the person that wrote the letter other than just by that email that was purportedly sent to Mr. Sally's office. Mr. Brooks has a history of theft convictions, drug use. I don't know what else there is that the state can provide for him. And I don't believe that these facilities that you're going to go to think this is too little too late. I think it's a stall tactic. So we're asking the court to adjudicate him guilty in both of these cause numbers. In 5621, we're asking for no less than 5 years. And in 5832, we're asking for the 24 months. He'd be sentenced to state jail in that one and TDC in the first case.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sanchondo. Mr. Seeloff, you said you had a closing statement.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brooks has had his ups and downs. As you heard from Ms. Contreras, Your Honor, he was the leader of his halfway house. He successfully completed Safe P, even though it was not the normal Safe P to what Mr. Brooks testified to, because some programs were not allowed because of COVID. COVID happened between those years he was at Safe P. He was doing well. He had a job. And unfortunately, bad luck and bad things happened to him. He was raped, he testified to. He was homeless. He didn't have a place to live and had to find a new home. He tried finding places and he has finally found one, and it takes longer than what other people may consider normal. But now he has that home with his family again. He's doing well. He's taking care of his mother. He's taking care of his stepfather, helping around the house. He is depending on what happens, he can have a job after treatment. This treatment facility at the Brazos Recovery Services shows that he can be there for longer than 45 days treatment. From what it looks like, they're all licensed, people who deal with these things through his insurance. Mr. Brooks doesn't control whether people could have typos or not in emails. I'm not looking at typos when I send emails out, unfortunately, and I'll have all caps or whatever it may be. But I think it's, and Mr. Brooks doesn't say it's everybody's fault. He's admitted that he's used methamphetamine. He relapsed because he had an unstable environment. He admitted that to Audrey. He signed the admissions of use, and he wasn't trying to falsify any drug tests, because if he did, he wouldn't have admitted to it, but he did. Your Honor, we ask that Mr. Brooks be given another chance, his probation be extended, he'd be allowed to attend these treatment services, and be allowed to be with his family and his father in his last days. Thank you.
Give me just a minute. I'm trying to refresh my memory on which cause number goes with which charge.
5621 is the substance in the correctional facility.
And that is the state jail?
That's the third degree.
That's the third degree.
5832 is the state jail.
Mr. Brooks, you know, you say you're not a bad person, and I would agree with you. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. So your mother is right. You can be a better person. And I understand that addiction is very, very hard to overcome. However, in 2019, when you were put on probation, you entered into an agreement with the state of Texas, and you knew what those terms and conditions meant, especially since you had been on probation before. And during the next 4 years, you were given chance after chance after chance. And eventually, justice requires accountability and not just endless second chances. In case number 5832, I sentenced you to 24 months in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice State Jail Division. And in case number 5621, I sentenced you to 4 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. This court is adjourned.
And Judge, is that is he to report to the jail right now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything further from the state or the defense?
No, Judge, we'll work on that judgment. We'll notify the jail that they need to expect him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacob, are you Jacob? Are you Jacob? Can you unmute your microphone there? Do you see a button there to unmute the microphone?
Hey, Shelley.
Hi, Dan. I was
think
gonna put you in breakout room. Do you have the paperwork yet?
No, I don't have the paperwork yet, but if I could be in a breakout room with him, that'd be great.
Okay. He's not understanding how to unmute, and I'm not sure what you see.
Can you ask him to unmute, like the option?
I'm asking and clicking the button, and there's nothing.
Okay, I'll call the jail then.
All right. And I'm gonna put y'all in a breakout room.
Thank you.
And if you'll ask him to join the breakout room, please. Okay, Dan, what do you think?
Well, I talked with the DA and we have agreements on the final two cases, including Akanim. So the only one we wanted is Watson, and I don't know I called her bondsman, and
Right.
they're hold of her, but she wasn't at the normal house address that they were at, that she's usually at. So I can't say anything about Watson, but the other two, we have agreements on. San Miguel and, Occoquan.
But no paperwork.
No pay, that's correct.
Okay. So, I'm gonna close out all the breakout rooms so that he'll join us back. I can put him in the waiting room.
Okay,
Okay? That's
Thank you.
where I'm gonna send you. And as soon as you get the paperwork, you can call me and I'll put you in a breakout room with whoever you want to talk to
okay,
go through paperwork. That work?
sure does, thank you.
Okay.